love will take over and overlook our wrongs. Let's forget the past, forge ahead in love. Third party, no way. I love you forevermore. This home will be happy. This home will be joyful. Forgiveness is the key. Let's forget the past. Anger tears apart. I'm sorry, we'll mend. I love you forever. This home will be happy. This home will be joyful. Children, our tomorrow. Let us come together and train our children aright because of tomorrow.
This is Accord Television, and we welcome you to another episode of your favorite family program, Happy and Joyful Home. I am your host, Olugbenga Mushope Christiana, and with me here are wonderful people to discuss an interesting topic, one that has been a major challenge in our families and society today. Please stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
This home will be happy. This home will be joyful. Happy, happy home. Peace and rain. This home will be happy. This home will be joyful. Happy, happy home. Peace and rain.
Our topic today is divorce on the increase. And with me here on the right is no other than Mrs. Adeyemi Temitope. You're welcome to the show today. And on my left hand side is Mrs.
Ikudaisi Falakemi.
We welcome you all to the show today. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Okay? Divorce on the increase. It is shown statistically that the increase of divorce in Nigeria today is on the rise every blessed day. And then before we look into any other thing, let's look at what this divorce is really all about. What is divorce in our own understanding? What do we think this divorce is all about?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Talking about divorce, divorce is a legal ending of a marriage. When you say people divorce, people misunderstand divorce and separation. Sometimes people may have issue and they decide to go their separate way. The husband is living and the wife is living alone, maybe for the period of months, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or even sometimes a year. But when people they go their separate way in this form, they call it divorce. That is not divorce. is called separation. Because whosoever that have anything to do with a woman that just separated from the husband, maybe not living with the husband alone, but she's living separately, whosoever that have anything to do with such woman committed a crime, or that is called bigamy. So you can call it as a divorce when they decide to maybe go to the lawful court and dissolve the marriage, or maybe the wife bringing paper to the man that I'm no longer interested, I am okay with the marriage now. You can call that one divorce when the man consented to now sign the paper that the woman served the man. Because these people that we are talking about, before you can say people are married, they are legally joined together, maybe in the court of law, or by one court ordinance, or by in the church. They are joined together, and when they were doing this thing, a ceremony was put together, whereby the man, they were witness that witness to this their union. So when the woman now go to court and bring a legal paper to the man and say, okay, I'm no longer interested, we can call this one divorce. When the man consented to it and signed the paper and everybody go their separate ways, you can say this is divorce. But when they decide to just let me give, maybe the stress of this thing is becoming too much and I go my separate way, you go your separate way, that one is not divorce, is separation. So divorce is different from separation.
So we can say that divorce on this note is legal dissolution of a marriage. Thank you very much, Mrs. Adeyemi. Over to you, Mrs. Siku Daisy. What is your take on the topic divorce?
Thank you. Mrs. Adeyemi has said it all. I just want to add that divorce can also mean, just like what you said, is a dissolution of marriage, either by court or competent body. Because it's not everyone that got married in court. Some people do it in traditional way, and then when they agree that they can't stay together anymore, they can go to the body that joined them together and agree for annulment. It could also be called an annulment. It could also be called with a lot of name. It depends on the body that joined them together. In a nutshell, it means when the man and the woman that are married together before are going their separate way forever. They are dissolving the marriage. That is what divorce is. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. On this note, we'll take a look at the different causes of divorce in our society. We know that divorce cannot just happen on its own. There must be some factors responsible for this divorce to take place in the home. What is your take on this, ma'am?
So many things can cause divorce. I'm going to mention but a few, because it depends on the couple. Things that get these people, that made them to go their separate way or got divorced, it might not be the same thing. They can easily work it out. You know, we have where we have strengths and weakness. It depends on the married and the individual. That is why they say marriage is not for the feeble mind. It's not for people that are still like they are young, they don't know their left or their right. It's for you have to be mature, not really in age. Yes, we are from certain age that you can get married, but in your heart you know that you are ready for this. So when you are ready to go into marriage, you will also know that okay, there will be misunderstanding, because the person you are dealing with is not a robot. Let me put it that way. Is someone with feelings too.
Yes.
It could be infidelity. It could be like maybe a woman that has not given birth, and all infertility, and the blame is coming. It might not be hers per se. Impotency can cause it, because I've heard that no, we are not going to touch ourselves till married, and at the end of the day, on the wedding night, this thing could not stand up, and the wife said, this is deception, this is not marriage, I am going out of it. So that also could cause divorce. Or maybe financial problem and all that. A lot of things could cause it. Let me just mention but a few. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. Mrs. Adeyemi, what is your opinion on some of the causes of divorce in our society?
Just as my second have mentioned earlier on, she mentioned some points which I will add my own to it. She has mentioned infidelity, she mentioned infertility, she also on so this understanding that we're talking about too, just as she have rightly defined and say the marriage that we're talking about here is for the matured mind. Okay, sometimes there are some little forces that also make people to say it, I can no longer tolerate this. So when we're talking about understanding, there are little things that we think that they don't matter, but to us now, because then in marriage you are dealing with somebody that you have different orientation, you come from different background. You know, we even do intra-ethnic marriage now, that somebody is coming from, if somebody is a Yoruba and marrying to an Igala, they have different tradition and everything altogether. So if not for a matured mind, they can't stay. This is how we do it in my own side. Yoruba, we don't do this. Yoruba, we kneel down. We know we have good sound mind about when we talk about respect. We have good sense of respect. We little thing we respect. We do, but maybe this man is coming from an ethnic group that they don't count anything about marriage. You know, if there is no understanding, honestly, the marriage won't stand. And also, when we are talking about faithfulness, okay, you marry, maybe you marry for a particular, you marry for some reasons. You go into marriage because sometimes when you marry for the reason, when you have some reasons that you are going into marry for a particular reason, if those things are all able to be met, those your reason, if they are not okay, we are not, maybe the man is not able to go to be able to fulfill, to be able to meet up with those reasons, definitely there will be divorce. So some that marry for reason, some for physical beauty of a woman. You know, if you know, as we age, this thing continue, the beauty fades. But don't marry for reason. Just go into marriage. I want to marry because I love. We marry for love, but majority that not marry for love, when they marry for particular reason, maybe because you marry a lady because of her stature, she's slim and she look beautiful, to your own understanding. Then when you enter into marriage and she started adding weight, you know, you start looking outside. So this can now lead to unfaithfulness, which can end the marriage. So understanding unfaithfulness, also sometimes lack of understanding when there is no, because if you say understanding, meaning that they understand what they are doing each other, but lack of understanding may end, may lead, may make marriage to lead to what? Divorce.
It is often said that a hungry man is an angry man. Should we also put it like this, that a hungry woman is an angry woman? It shouldn't just go to the men alone. It is said that domestic violence is also another cause of divorce in our society. What is your take on it, ma?
Yes, domestic violence. Okay, before we even look, I will say, what is domestic violence? Domestic violence is when someone, maybe it can be a man or a woman, trying to molest the other party now, using force. Using force on the other person, maybe by beating, that come with beating, hitting and kicking. That is when we call it violence. When you try to intimidate your partner. So before we used to say, it's most especially with the victim at this end is the person that is victim mostly is women. But sometimes some marriage, because depend of where you are coming from or where you live, you may discover that even men, even some women, they are the one carrying it out on their own partner. So when we talk of domestic violence, is when someone is using force or intimidation to carry out his or her action on the partner. And sometimes domestic violence has been one of the issues that make marriage to come to an end. In a situation that we have cases of women that they are we can even call them breadwinner. They are the one that hustle all the day long. They run up and down, and then And at the end of the day, when they come back in the night, maybe they happen to marry to a drunkard that will come back before even after the hustling now, come and do this, before you know, you have started beating, pounding the woman. So such, if the woman have people around her that will say, you should not, will you stay in this kind of thing for the man to end your life? You have to look for way out. So sometimes violence is also one of the reason why people divorce and or go their separate
Thank you very
marriage.
much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Ikudaisi. What is your opinion on domestic violence in the home leading to divorce?
Well, domestic violence, as I've heard before, that is exchange of muscles when two people, especially husband and wife, when they engage in physical battle now, it could also be said that it's an abuse. Domestic violence is very bad. And we should look at the people that are, although we said that women are the receiving, just like what my partner has said,
Yes.
but also men also, they are at this too. But with people that I see, what do we see it, my personal observation is, men should do more. If you love your wife, even if you don't have much, you love her, you respect her, she's going to give you back. I also heard that women, we are naturally a multiplier. When you give us this, we give you that. We multiply it and give it back to you. Isn't it? When you give us a respect, we multiply the respect and give you. You give us a house, we give you home. But when you give trouble, that means to get it double trouble. You see, you need to men needs to respect women. If we can do this, we will see that domestic violence will reduce, divorce will not be, we also reduce understanding, respect. You can also maybe at times goes on, they say you love your wife, yeah, but love don't keep the home.
Yes.
But you intentionally, because this is the wife the Lord has given unto me, this is the husband the Lord has given unto me, I will love him because you love your child. No matter what the child it does, this is my child. If you can look at your partner like that, I am loving you because you are my husband. I am loving you because you intentionally love your partner. I believe all this thing called divorce, domestic violence will be reduced. Thank you.
so very much. We know you are. Okay. Thank you very much for staying on the show. We'll be right back after this commercial break. You can send your comments, your inquiries, your questions to the numbers displayed on the screen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Let it rain.
Love is in the air. Love will take over and overlook our wrongs. Let's forget the past. Forge ahead in love. Third party, no way. I love you forevermore. This home will be happy. This home will be joyful. Happy, happy.
We'll live together in peace and unity.
We welcome you back to the show. Now, we'll be taking a look at ways to minimize divorce in our society. Mama.
Just like if you thank you. If you have been following us, you know that some of the things have earlier been mentioned, but we want to look more into it, like listening to your spouse, hear them. Don't just like some men brush their spouse apart, even women too. What are you saying? No, please, please, please. Or a woman that does not love respect is the husband in the society. You just come, your husband will talk to you. Don't tell me that, those things too. And when they see somebody outside that is showing their respect, so why can't I go for this? I love to be respected too. So we need to listen and respect each other. Women also, we need to take care of our appearances. Don't just leave yourself, after all, I'm married, that's just it. No. You tie wrapper in your chest everywhere. Even the wrapper is skills, dirty, everywhere is unkept. The husband will not be able to go inside the room and relax. The bed is unmade, the floors are dirty, the toilets are not washed, the kitchen is looking so dirty. You just cook and come and eat. Do you think the man will want to be coming to the such house? You know, when your mind everywhere is clean, you can think. But when everywhere is dirty, the man can't be doing it every time. Some women are just full housewives, but all these things is still a problem for them to do. So we need to take care of ourselves, our home, our children. Let's be there for our children. Some women can't even help their children with their homework. Oh, I don't have time. Just take even the child when he's going to school looking up kept, like the husband notice all these things. So we need to take care of our appearances, we need to respect each other, we need to show love intentionally to each other. I'll stop there.
Thank you very much,
Thank
ma.
you.
Mrs. Adeyemi, from your experience, can you please help us with some of the ways we can minimize divorce in our society today?
Thank you very much. Talking about the rate of divorce that is at very high, we have it at high rate. We're talking about there are so many things that you can add, that you can do, spices that you can add to your marriage to make it work. Talking about help, some women out there, they are not ready to add their little kobo to the marriage. They believe it's the sole responsibility of the man to take care of the home, to take care of the marriage, to take care of the children, to pay NEPA bill, to pay water bill, to pay transport and everything, food. But a wise woman, just as the Bible said that a wise woman do what? Use her own hand to build her family.
Yes.
So be a helpmate that God has made you to be right from the beginning. Make sure there are some things that you can do to add value to your marriage. Don't fold your hands. Even though you don't have a secular, you are not a secular worker, you are a full housewife. Think of what you can do, because there are so many women out there. Their own is to, just as my second have rightly mentioned, they will tie wrapper from morning till night in their chest to a Nigeria movie. They will watch Adaeze from part 1 to part 10. They will watch they will you know, in Neka, they will watch it to the end. They won't baffle from that morning. As the man is stepping out in the morning, the wrapper they tie from that morning, when the man still come back, is there. So think of be somebody that can add value to another person. Add value to your own house, to your home, not your house now, your home, to make it work. Because if you put all this burden on the man, that is why we have this rate of men dying. The rate, you know, the rate at which men die in this day is at increase because of burden they carry. Is the man that will pay for you, not, you know, the responsibility is growing, very growing at what do I say, arithmetic progression, where the increase in the this thing is going at the what, geometric progression. You know, when you are not adding now and the man is this, and you now come out with man is coming back home with a lot of pressure. The man, the boss and the office have hit him here and there, and he's coming home again. Instead of you to be the one to give joy at home, you are there to give fire. You know, such home, even the man will die before his time. Because that is why we see some men these days, they go to bed, they don't wake up. Some of them is even in the office, some of them fall down at the bus stop, they die. So, but if you are a helpmate that God has made you to be, you are able to also add to that thing with the little the man is providing. You are able to add to it. I think it will prolong the man's life and also prolong your own marriage.
Yes.
So, some attitude that was something that we've gotten in our brain, right from maybe some orientation we have from where we are coming from. You know that some are born with silver, so maybe someone that is coming from a rich home and is a father that is the provider of everything. And you now married to a man that is not up to maybe your father now. You start giving trouble instead of thinking of what to add to change the situation at hand. If you are not doing this, you are now putting pressure. It's either the man ran away or he died before the time. Because when the man died before his time, now you know the responsibility that you are sharing, that you're supposed to share, that you have refused to share, now become only your own now, only you there. So we have to be wise in our dealings in the marriage, and also look at those little things. Understand yourself. Listen also as a woman. Don't be, if you tell me one, I tell three. Try to bridle your tongue. because this tongue that we are looking at, like what did the book of James describe tongue? The little what that can put fire in the whole nature. So you have to learn how to listen, and some, it takes two to tango.
Yes.
It takes two to tango. When one is at range, you should learn how to be what? Calm. Don't talk when you are angry. Whenever you are angry, try to breathe in. Try to control yourself, because on this you will be able to save your marriage. There are so many things there are so many mistakes that people do. How will you talk to me? I will keep quiet. I will talk back at him. There is nothing. And sometimes those are the things that lead to domestic violence.
Yeah.
The man is talking. You know that he's stronger than you physically. Some men that marry people that are strong. He's stronger than you physically. The way God created him is stronger than you. And instead of you to listen, even though when man is angry and you try to control yourself, you are not talking. You listen. And at the end of the day, do you know these 4 letter words can save a lot of things? Save us a lot of marriage. Save a lot of problem in the marriage that we're talking about. What is the word? And the word is magical. When you use it, he's talking, he's ranging, he's doing this, he's complaining. You say, I am sorry. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. This one will go a long way. It's not an animal now to hear that word and say, I say I'm sorry. Than to say, before uncle, now your mama, now your papa train me, I should come and be using my own salary to do what? No. When you are like that, you won't save anything. No. But try to. Yoruba say when you use 2 hands to wash, when 2 hands, when you use the 2 to wash themselves, the hand will get cleaner and be clean. But when you are saying let it be his work or his responsibility, it will not make it to work. And when I'm talking about at the side of the woman now, also talking about listening. Even the man is not. There's nobody should make himself Mr. or Mrs. Right at all time. You are the one. I'm the boss now. Don't you know that I'm husband? I am the head. I want to tell you, without the neck, head will not stay. So we should all try to balance things in the marriage in order to make marriage work and become a sweet place to dwell.
Thank you so very much for your contribution. That is so enlightening. We should all remember that in our homes, little things matter. You can learn various ways to put spices into your marriage and make it beautiful in order to avoid this evil called divorce that is fast consuming people in our society. Love your partner. Learn to say I love you all the time. Love your partner. Listen to your partner. Be faithful. Stay faithful. Before you do anything, consult or talk to your partner about it. And as we do so, I believe we'll be mitigating the effects of divorce in our society. We have come to the end of our show today. Till we come your way again next week, we remain your number 1 television station, Accord Television. See you next week, same time.
Let's find our first love wherever it got lost. Forgiveness is the key. Let's forget.